I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in their stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Not attempt to move or we'll be shooting ourselves.
Oh, that was a rush. So I got these crappy Sonic games out of my system.
And police have information suggesting his next target.
Oh, is that right? Am I really that predictable? I'll just go somewhere else, won't I?
Because there's a whole planet to plunder and I don't even know where to start. Well, better consult the old globulator. It might be a little bit out of date.
After breaking through the mighty complex bonds of DOSBox,
Tom did it!
we're presented with the game of the day, Mario is Missing. But oh, it's not just any Mario is missing. In order to learn about the entire globe, we're looking at the PC version released in 1992, which was amazingly a year before the Super Nintendo version that most of you would be used to. Right off the bat, we are taken to Antarctica, where Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi are— oh, Christ! Oh, heaven help me! What is that? Yoshi is high as balls. Mario's got the gait of a geriatric TV show host. And Luigi. Oh, Luigi wants my soul. Anyway, the plot here is that Bowser, now residing in the South Pole, no idea, is threatening to melt the ice caps, dooming the penguins across the nation.
Not the penguins!
And it's worth noting that Mario and Luigi are talking, like actual words here. I choose to believe it's the cartoon voices. Hey Luigi, come on, we gotta go stop King Koopa. I don't know, Mario. We're just plumbers. We shouldn't meddle in world events, M. The fuck did you just call me? It says it up there! And after reaching the castle, Mario heroically enters, but not before Luigi leaves him some good advice. Don't take candy from strangers, Mario. Yeah, thanks, Luigi. Oh, hey, candy. And that's the plot. That's it. Mario and Luigi walking, Mario and Luigi talking, penguins, candy, Yoshi, Bowser. And now it's Luigi time, apparently. As we enter the hub level, we see the bosses, the Koopalings. Yay! And we enter the first world and learn the huge difference between this and the Super Nintendo version. Mario is Missing on the PC is a point-and-click game. Okay, you know what? I actually quite like me a good point-and-click game, especially if I get to watch Luigi's walk cycle some more. The aim of the game is to explore each level, which represents a city somewhere in the world, hence the educational geographical side of the game. You'll find 3 Koopa Troopers with stolen artifacts that you must return and then leave triumphant. Well, that sounds delightful. A globe-trotting adventure with everyone's favourite plumber. Brother. Speaking of Luigi, let's just address him for a second, shall we? Other than his terrifying sprite, his very being perplexes me. His stomping around is bad enough, but if you talk to someone from far away, they'll stop in their tracks as Luigi marches towards them. That thing coming at you, of course you'd freeze in fear. And let's not forget his little camera now, shall we? He likes to watch. After exploring a bit, strolling about the town and talking with the locals, something hits you. It finally hits you. Like a boulder rolling off a cliff above your head. It hits you. This is the game. This is the entire game. Only 25 levels more to go. Oh, where's the white spirit? In the entire city, there are only like 4 people, all of which look the same in each city, by the way. Levels such as New York and London, only like 4 people. They can help you locate Koopa Troopers across the city. Koopa Troopers who happen to enjoy skateboarding, balloon rides, and vaudeville acts.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Upon finding said artifact, you have to figure out what it is and which landmark it belongs to. Now, in the Super Nintendo version, it was a simple case of talking to the nice lady at the counter, then answering some questions. Here, though, the counters are closed and you have to go out of your way to remember the phone number, call them, say that you want to drop off the item, and then get the questions right. If you don't, you have to leave the screen and then call them again when you come back. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know about the Moscow subway system. I guess you don't want your M back.
But Moscow's a big place, so is there a better way of getting around these levels? Alright.
If you can work out where in the world you are, you can send Yoshi to that location and you can ride him. God, he's dumpy looking. And huge. Anyway, what benefit does Yoshi have? None. He's the same speed as Luigi, just more ridiculous looking. Somehow, Yoshi is instead used to eat the Pokey that blocks the end of each level. A Pokey that rather relishes its demise. Instead of Yoshi, the most effective way of getting around the levels is the taxi system. If you go on the map and click on a space, you'll be transported there assuming you have enough taxis to do so. And boy, is the taxi ride certainly a trip. Why is the music so jarring? Why does the driver's eyes go all over the place on a straight road? Why are the colours so vibrant? And most importantly, why does the ID picture not match the actual driver? Is he real? Are you even a real taxi driver? Did I just get to some stranger's car? It is worth noting that the taxi can completely break the game. Specific locations such as Alcatraz Island or the canals of Amsterdam require the taxi to get to and from there. If you go there with only one taxi fare, you'll get stuck there with no way out. As you progress through the game, you'll notice that the levels are actually pretty inconsistent. Some levels require 3 items, while others may require 5. Doesn't help that the phone numbers are longer in some levels and then short and sweet in others. Also, it does get pretty ridiculous the kind of items you find. So this book I found in Nairobi means conference center apparently. Oh, it's a menu. Yeah, of course, obviously, of course it fucking is. Or how about the bell from Notre Dame? Which one? Oh, but the biggest offender all the way from New York City is King Kong. You're telling me King Kong, King of the Apes, was in that little sack? And the people in charge of the Empire State Building want him back? The very same people that just called him a fictional character? Oh, let's just kill some Koopalings, huh? Every 5 levels, a fire flower appears in the hub world, allowing you to outright murder a Koopaling. No boss fight either, just one click and one hell of a throw. Look at that stance! Beautiful! As you enter the second world, you'll figure out the formula to each level. Find Koopalings, answer quizzes, get Yoshi, find exit. I suppose it isn't so much the destination that's the aim, so much the journey, seeing as this is an educational game. But am I really learning anything?
Well, I learned Luigi was at Tiananmen Square. I bet you didn't know that.
And since this is technically a Mario game, it's kind of hilarious to see things like Guinness, Stalin, murdering bulls, and World War II mentioned.
No, it's alright, this is culture.
You can even visit the Berlin Wall.
Get off of my back, damn it!
Now, I know Mario World has an excellent soundtrack, no denying that. But all the music in this game is either a remix of the first world from Mario World, or the Star World theme. I mean, I appreciate that it's done in a way to reflect the nation, but there's only a select number of music tracks. You will get sick of the same tracks over and over again. Sydney, for example, sounds broken. I also love that the Koopa Troopers stole a bloody koala. That was brave of them. Gotta get that photo up though. Well, it was either that or this photo of a guy falling off his board. Whoa! Whoa. I don't know what's going on, but that Buddha face is giving me the creeps. Like it's staring at me. Reaching out to me. Oh, guys! Oh, and Luigi's got to get that photo up with the koala in Tokyo, who looks identical to the one in Sydney. I didn't really think this through, did I? While on the topic of Tokyo, I'm actually enjoying going to all these famous locations. Cairo, for example, features the usual locales you might expect, like the pyramids, the Sphinx, and Tutankhamun's tomb. Oh, so King Tut's tomb was free of grave robbers, was it? Well, clearly not. And wow, whatever that Koopa Troopa's dragging must be heavy. Yeah, that'll do it. As the game goes on, Mario will chime in with updates as to Bowser's plan and how your progress is affecting him. So Bowser's using hair dryers, is he? Okay, it's Reno's threat then, move on. But eventually you'll hit a point where Bowser has had enough and tickles Mario, who reveals he's scared of the dark. So all those times he's been in the dark, he's been absolutely terrified. And actually, I'm terrified of Iggy Koopa, to be honest. Him and his fireproof hair. We finally enter the last world where Ludwig von Koopa awaits. Being the final world, one might expect some kind of variation. I could not say that with a straight face.
Can I call you Luigi?
No!
Peter Ustinov. Peter Ustinov? Peter Ustinov. There are no words to describe what I'm thinking right now. Ludwig also has to remind you that Mario being in the dark, actually a big deal. Go figure. Which reminds me from this point that every time I put the wrong number in the phone, I'd get this creepy ghost of Mario coming up. Never lose sight of your goals. They may fade away from you. Forever. To be fair, I'd rather see that on my phone than this guy. Okay, so I may have gotten all the items, but I have no idea where in the world I am. Hey, let me ask this guy. Fuck you! And now we finally reached the final level, which appears to be Rio de Janeiro. Things like Carnival and Copacabana give it away, so let me just answer these questions and... Wait, that wasn't in the pamphlet. I got it wrong? Well, of course I got it wrong. That information is nowhere in this game. How can I learn the facts if you don't tell me the facts in the first place? What is education about a game that doesn't tell you the information you need? All I'm learning is the fucking phone number off by heart. The last level. Of course the last level is where I lose it. With all the levels finished, we can take down Ludwig, whose hair isn't entirely flammable, very important, and finally face Bowser. It's time for an epic final boss worthy of the great King Koopa himself from his castle on high. Or that works too. Yeah, no fight. Luigi just pulls his shell off and kicks him off the castle. Oh, that wacky Bowser. Luigi gets the key from Bowser's shell and then throws it through the computer, and then opens the door to Mario's cell. And props for Bowser's security for how many doors Mario was behind.
I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8, 38s, 9, 10 Mac.
They leave the castle and stroll off into the horizon as Bowser watches, no doubt hoping for some kind of sequel hook. Good luck. And I'm left wondering, what did I just do for the last 3 hours? I feel... cold. I feel my brain is dead. Music by Rob Wallace. Oh, you've made my list. So that was Mario is Missing. If I died tonight, I'd be okay with that. Never has a game drained me so much and made me feel so mindless, which is actually ironic for an educational game now I think about it. But at the very least, I found the door to 10 Downing Street. That was worth stealing, apparently. Oh, god damn it.
I knew I recognized this place. You've just been reusing old locations.
Really? That's what you wanted to tell me? All the crazy shit I just witnessed, and that's the thing that's out of line.
I wasn't really paying attention to that filth.
Yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do. Anyway, I'm going out now, so if you just excuse me.
What, you're gonna fly to every country, steal artifacts from them, and probably get shot along the way?
How'd you know about that?
Okay, I guess I'm not the most famous psychic Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yup.
Well, in that case, with you here, we can hack them first, right?
I guess.
Already?
Alright, where do you want to start?
Better start big. Let's go with the United States. A little bit of Canada. Mexico. Panama. Haiti, Jamaica, Peru. Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Grenada, Salvador, too. Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam.
Is the song necessary?
Norway, Sweden, and Iceland, Finland, and Germany now in one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, joined by the Emirates, Kuwait, Bahrain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, England, Denmark, and Spain.
You know you've done England already, right?
India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippines, now is Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, Borneo and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana.
Is it almost over?
Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Nigeria, Chad, Liberia, Egypt, Benin, Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, Mali, Sierra Leone, and Algiers. Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea, Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Mahole, Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Greenville, Virginia, Tanzania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan.
You know that song is horrendously outdated, right?
I know.